So a viewer from Dakota wants to talk about an education issue, and I sort of mangled this viewer's question, so we'll give it another go. This viewer is in favor of leaving, if I'm reading the question correctly, leaving the current teacher seniority rules the way they are. There has been some discussion about changing those rules, in terms of layoffs by order of seniority, and having some legislative action on this question. I guess I'll start with you, Representative Erdahl. Is there going to be any change in that legislation this year?
Well, in House File 2, which is passed and is now languishing somewhere, we passed a bill in which performance also became one of the ingredients in teacher layoffs. Seniority is still an important part, but performance is also. And I think that there are only about 10 states in the union that only use seniority, and we are one of them. So that's where it is right now. In terms of what I think would happen, I think that the Senate and the governor probably aren't very inclined to be supportive of that.
That will pass. The change that will not pass. Be signed, I should say. The change in the teacher seniority rules, and I just think it's ironic that a system in Minnesota that really had worked for us and put us at the top of K-12 education nationally, I don't quite understand why you would want to pull the rug out from under the system. Now, the teacher seniority rules are incredibly important for key reasons. The position and profession of educator has been more politicized than any other profession except for politician probably in the history of civilization. I mean, they made Socrates drink hemlock for corrupting the young, for crying out loud. I mean, parents involve themselves in teachers' professions thoroughly and routinely. And because of that politicization, teachers have to be afforded a special kind of protection. That's where tenure comes from, fundamentally right there, because we expect teachers to be on the cutting edge, not just of what's new and what's after what's next, but also making sure they're protected from the very divergent opinions about what's more important, where you're talking about evolution versus creationism or any other kind of issue. So I don't think it will do well this legislative session, but I think for good reason.
And once again, the legislation that I've been working on is not punitive for teachers. It tries to keep a high level, to elevate them. And we do have a system where teachers who are not doing their jobs can be removed. It's sometimes a little bit difficult, but the system, the process is there. A teacher can be removed. But,
well,
you know,
I'd ask you to think about the best teachers that you've had throughout your life. Kindergarten, I know mine was 6th grade. Loie Meyer, she was outstanding. And I know that she was one that rubbed the principal a little wrong, the wrong way. She was not one who fell in line and did everything that was told to her. Those are the people that are going to be cut if we change LIFO, if we change last in, first out, because they don't toe the line routinely. They're creative in what they do to educate our kids. So those are the ones who, if someone has to make a subjective decision about whether they're doing their job, they're going to be the ones that the folks making the decision say no, because it's a subjective decision as opposed to the objective criteria that we have now.
And most of our states do recognize performance as being an important part of tenure, but certainly, teachers have to have the adequate protection. Because of Miss Scoveholt in 4th grade Litchfield, who convinced me to be a history teacher.
Well, there you go. We've heard from the 6th grade and 4th grade. We've got the 6th grade and 4th grade teacher caucus here, so this is a good thing.